So in this video we will see in which scenario we should go for thread class and in which scenario we should go for runnable interface. So basically in Java we can create new thread using thread class or runnable interface. So first of all we will create thread using thread class and runnable interface, and after that we will see in which scenario we should go for each of them. So let us create new class. Let us give name as thread main demo. Let us create main method and finish. Now I can extend same class from thread class, or I can create new class. So I will create new class custom thread which extends thread class. Now let us implement run method. So public void run without any parameter, and let us write some logic here. So I will create a for loop here. Int I is equal to 0, I is less than 5, and I plus plus. And let us print a statement here. System out dot in custom thread run method, and let us print value of I. Now to call start method from thread class, first of all let us create object of this custom thread. So custom thread city is equal to new custom thread. Now we have custom thread object which extends thread class. So we can call start method from thread class on this city object. So city dot start. Now as we called the start method on city objects, the start method internally calls run method, and whatever logic we have placed inside this run method, it executed in newly. Now let us create a for loop inside main thread also, and let's change it to the main method in main method. Now here you can see this for loop is executed in main thread, and whatever logic we place in this run method is executed in newly created thread. Now let us see how to create a new thread using runnable interface. So let us create a class custom thread 1 which implements runnable. Now this runnable interface contains run method which is an abstract method, so we need to implement unimplemented method. So let us add unimplemented method. Now let us write some logic inside this run method also. So let us copy this same logic, paste it inside run method, and let us change it into the custom thread 1 run method for the sake of understanding. Okay. Let us create object of this custom thread 1. So custom thread 1 ct1 is equal to new custom thread 1. Now we have custom thread 1 object, that is ct1, but we don't have start method inside this runnable interface or inside custom thread 1. So we have only one option, that is create a thread class object. to call a start. Now we have custom thread 1 object, that is city1, but we don't have start method inside this runnable interface or custom thread 1 class. So we cannot call start method directly on city1. So what can we do? We can create thread class object by using parameterized constructor. Thread class have a constructor which takes runnable interface as a. So let us create new thread class object. Thread t is equal to new thread, and let us pass this runnable interface implemented class object, that is city1. So now we have object t, which is created by passing city1 as argument to thread class constructor. So now we can call start method on this t object. So t dot start. Now as soon as we call the start method on t object, which is created by passing runnable interface as argument to thread class constructor, then what happen, internally the start method will call run method, and this whatever logic placed inside this run method will start executing in new thread. So if we save the program and execute, we can see output here. So this for method will be executed in main thread. Okay, this run method, this custom thread run method will be executed in another thread, and this run method which is inside custom thread 1 class, which is created by implementing runnable interface, is executed in another thread. Means there are one main thread and two custom thread here. Now we know that Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. This means this custom thread can extend only one classes. This cannot extend from two or more classes. Now suppose there is a class A which has method m1. So public m1, and let us, and it has a simple statement system.out.println dot print in m1 of a. Now suppose I want to use this method m1 of class A in custom thread by extending class A. But as we know that Java doesn't support multiple inheritance, we cannot extend class A and thread class at the same time. So in that scenario, we can use runnable interface. So here I can extend this custom thread 1 from class A and can also implement runnable interface. So as this custom thread 1 extends class A, I can call method m1 of class A on city1 object. So I can call city1.m1, and if I execute the program, if I save and execute program, then you can see this method m1 also executed. So when we want to create a new thread and also want to extend our class from some another class, in that scenario we should go for runnable interface.